The Rising of the Shield Hero, Volume 3, Chapter 53, Iron Maiden. Red Dragon Flame, Shield of Anger 2 that was changed by a black shadow. Oh! When I shout, the air vibrates. I don't know if he would have shouted exactly like that. It's as if the world resonated with me. What? The enemy stops fighting Fido and looks at me with a loss of words. It looks like the first time is extremely dangerous to hold the Shield of Anger. It is trying to consume my heart. The Shield's anger has increased. Is this the result of my upgrades? Damn, my view is warped. Now Fumi-sama. Suddenly, I feel a gentle touch. It is probably Raftalia. I will not lose here. I shake the black shadow off and restore my vision, and I look at the enemy straight in the eye. Wow! What? When I look at Fido, I feel a strange resonance with her. The flame from my shield stays on Fido without burning her. Gah! Fido sharpens her eyes like a bird of prey and kicks the enemy. Is this due to the dragon core that was absorbed by the shield? What is going on? This is even heavier than before. The enemy is in dismay due to Fido's attacks, but I cannot tell if Fido is self-aware or not. All I can see in her eyes is a rage and violence for the enemy. What happened? The enemy approaches us and asks, Oh, it's my trump card. I still have my ego. It's going to be alright. I did not yield to anger because there was someone who will believe in me. I provoke the enemy despite all the cold sweat. I also instruct Raftalia with my eyes to stay away. Are you okay? Yeah, I can still restrain it. I approach the enemy. Wah! That's like the least intimidating noise I can make. Whatever. Special effect, roar. It is probably something that increases the vibrations in the air. Gah! In response to my roar, Fido recklessly charges with the enemy with me. Damn! Don't dodge, please! As if I'd do that! While the enemy is dealing with Fido using her iron fan, I also enter the fray. Kagin! Alright, the attack is lighter compared to when I had a chimeric viper shield. In that case, it's not necessary to hunker down. The fire from the curse resolves around me. According to my anger, the heat increases or decreases. If I don't keep my anger in check, then the firepower will be extraordinary. But as for the flames, the power of the curse is still in there. What? When Fido dived recklessly through my flames, she falls to the ground instantly. Good, the black flame will take down the enemy. But it's not an attack that I cannot endure. Though she took my flames head on, it wasn't fatal. Rinbyu Yabo no Kata! Kikyo Wari! That's probably how it sounds. The iron fan was retracted and came piercing towards me. It resembles an arrow. Dangerous! I ready my shield with that in mind. Katun! A heavy impact, and pain can be felt through the body. My body was damaged through the shield. Damn. Hey, was I supposed to fall from that attack? It is hard to... I love him so much. It is hard to stay calm from the pain, but if I lose my cool, we all die here. It was quite a good attack. That attack was probably meant for penetration. At least that's what it would do in games. Even if defense is very high, it would be ignored and have no meaning. There is also the possibility that it will do more damage the higher the defense their opponent has. Is this the weakness of the hero of the shield? This is an old rule of thumb from net games. There are numerous ways to deal with any problem. I do not know if my knowledge from those games apply to this world, but there are some things that will always be true. The enemy's offensive ability is simply too high while the shield is weak. Next, avoid attacks. It is a common sense against enemies that use instant death attacks. Finally, need some firepower. The way to overcome absolute offensive ability without dying is the role of a tank. Until now, I tried to think of reasons that the shield is weak, but none of them really apply. I don't understand. Anyway, I need to concentrate now. Using fast heal, I cure myself. I don't know whether or not the other party can heal, but I won't take any chances. I know the weakness of your attacks, the enemy declares grandly. Your only attack is the black flame, which is close range. It cannot attack me from distance, and that also makes your roar useless. Damn, it hurts to be analyzed. She is quite suitable as a warrior. Insight is great. As if it would... if were something else... If it were something else, she would not lose. If someone like her is part of the wave, then won't it become a disaster? However, once I take out your companions, you have a chance of winning from a distance. The enemy changes her to aim to Fido. Gah! You'd think I'd let you! Damn, it takes too long to catch up since Fido and her are so fast. Anything. Isn't there anything in hand I can use? Then it hits me. Change shield, attack, Iron Maiden. Is this a skill that comes with the Shield of Anger? It is, sorry. Doing a last all-or-nothing attack isn't too bad. I think it was Shield Prison, Change Shield, Attack, Iron Maiden. This is probably a skill that can only be used by consecutively using different skills. It might be a combination skill. Shield Prison. I use the shield that surrounds the enemy within shields. Please don't think I'll be stopped so easily. However, it is extremely difficult to catch an enemy that moves with this skill. Damn, it was also dangerous for Fido since they are moving so recklessly. I don't know if you will receive a fatal injury. The cage disappears, doing nothing, and the cooldown time remains. Now, Fumi-sama, did you think of something? Yeah, is there any way you can stop her from moving? It would be dangerous, but it would give me the best chance of catching her within the cage. I understand. I'll do my best. Will you be alright? I'll be fine. I can fight today thanks to Naofumi-sama. Raphtalia takes a stance with her sword and concentrates. Her tail is also standing up. Is she going to use magic? Match my timing, because I'll stop her. Yeah! After some light appeared from her tail, Raphtalia ran towards the enemy. Yeah! To come at me from the front is truly foolish. An arrow of light that is from the iron fan is fired towards Raphtalia, but Raphtalia dodges it by lowering her posture. Deh! The enemy was slashed with the sword. You're full of openings! Raphtalia resumes her posture, but is slashed by the enemy. Raphtalia scattered and simmered into the air. What? There's a fizzing sound. Then Raphtalia appears from behind the enemy and knocks her down. Now! Got it! I respond to Raphtalia's instructions. Fido has already moved away since she can tell I am about to use a skill. It seems that she can be manipulated by the Shield of Anger. Shield prison! What? The enemy is caged by the shields. The cage seems to break at any moment due to her attacks. Not happening. I will not let that chance that Raphtalia made go to waste. Change shield! Attack! I shout the name of the skill. The shields that are available to the change to appears. The shield which I choose is the Bee Needle shield. Huh? The shield changes the inside is attacked. An impact spreads throughout the cage. Iron Maiden! When I was about able to shout the name of the skill, a sentence appears in my head. The foolish criminal will feel the whole body in the embrace of a virgin iron in a single blow. Release a cry full of painful agony that will not be heard. Iron Maiden! Yay! It's one of those things. Look at him shouting. A huge iron torture device known as the Iron Maiden appeared as I chant and wraps her around the cage. And then, exclamation mark, preceded by a bunch of dashes. The cage's shield breaks and is confined with the Iron Maiden and pierced, and not even the cry is heard. At the same time, my SP hits 0. This skill, does it use all of its caster's SP as a sacrifice? And the effect time of the Iron Maiden disappears. With her whole body penetrated, the enemy glares at me while breathing heavily. I am very dissatisfied, but I have no choice but to withdraw for today. You can still stand after receiving such a skill? You'd think I'd let you escape? Ha! The enemy starts running towards the crack in the sky. When I look at Fido, she doesn't seem to want to chase. It seems Roar is necessary in order to stop Fido to charge recklessly, but I cannot use it because I have no more SP. We almost beat her. My name is Glass. You, what is your name? Before she entered the crack, she turned around and pointed at me. It is necessary for me to respond? Is it? Sorry. No, it is not. But I want to remember the person who cornered me like this. That's it. As expected of a warrior, though there are a lot of things I want to know. Then let me give the person who has the shield one piece of information. What? What are you saying? It's a big mistake to think of me as a mere disaster. But it is not I who will win. It is the one beyond the boundary. This information is surely important. I know nothing about what kind of thing a wave is. Glass, it is necessary to know the meaning of her words, but also about the meaning of the waves. At least the enemy is an intellectual living entity. I have been too obsessed with that bitch princess and trash king. The true enemy that we heroes face are the fellows from the wave. Seems I have enemies behind and in front of me. Understood. Thanks for the information. My name is Iwatani Naofumi. Naofumi. I'll remember it. When Glass declares that and enters the crack and starts to disappear. Shortly after, it vanishes. I immediately change Shield of Anger 2 to another shield. Although that shield gives me temporary power-up, I cannot use it for too long. We did it, I guess. Finya! Did something happen? Raphtalia catches up to me just as I turn around, and Fido falls to the ground in exhaustion. Was the wave settled somehow? I think so. Fido is tired. Is that so? Let's ignore the other heroes and go clean up. Thus, the third wave of this world ended. Yay! So the girl in the thing isn't in the harem yet, but she'll end up in the harem eventually.